presence of my foes. My head don't have anoint with oil, my cup it overflow.
Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me. And in just us forevermore, my dwelling place must be.
Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me, and in Jehovah's forevermore my dwelling place shall be.
Goodness and mercy all my life shall surely follow me, and in Jehovah's forevermore my dwelling place must be.
My soul don't have to restore again, and need to walk those days within the path of righteousness, even for His name's sake.
Yet do I walk through the dark way, yet will I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they surely comfort me.
My table will have furnished in the presence of my foes. My head will have anoint with oil, my cup it overflow.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
it is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caracu. Good morning, friends inside of PD Martinique. To how are you guys doing this morning? Trust that you are having a wonderful day. The rest of the world, of course, mwah, love you tons. This is Real FM Radio. Let us pray.
Good morning, listeners. Blessed be the name of the Lord, O Most High, for you are worthy to be praised and adored. This morning, let's praise the Lord. And if you are in a position that you can lift up your hands unto Him, lift up your hands and give Him praise, give Him honor, give Him glory, for He deserves it. Call Him names, whatever name He means to you. Call Him, tell Him who He is. This morning, we're going to look at the names of God in Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. He is Jehovah Roha, the Lord my shepherd. I shall not want. He is Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He is Jehovah Shalom, the Lord my peace. He restoreth my soul. He is Jehovah Rapha, the Lord my healer. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. He is Jehovah Tiskadenu, the Lord of righteousness. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. He is Jehovah Shammah. The Lord is present. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. He is Jehovah Ezer, the Lord my helper. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. He is Jehovah Nissi. The Lord is my standard of victory. Thou anointest my head with oil. He is Jehovah in Kadesh, the Lord my holiness, my sanctification. My cup runneth over. He is Jehovah Mona, the Lord is my portion. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. He is Jehovah Shileh, the Lord is my inheritance. Therefore, our God, your name are like a strong tower. Like a shepherd, you lead us to green pastures. Lead us today where we can lie beside still waters and restore our souls in righteousness for your name's sake. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Okay. So you didn't say nothing?
Yes, I say praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me say thank to all the listeners who've been meeting me and saying they enjoyed the program last Thursday, especially with the interview with the Jamaican, and asking me when I will bring another one. So we'll see what happens.
No, not when you bring another one. When they'll fit in. You must tell them that.
What about
Tell them
when they will fit in? All right, sir.
When they will fit in.
When they will fit in, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. So yeah, I'll try my best to see how I can get them fitting in as time goes by.
Yeah, they have to fit in. They have to know that, hey, this program is about them.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. It's for the people.
For the people.
For the people, by the people.
Yeah.
This is what the program is all about. So, hey, just be a part.
Okay.
Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Where's Drums this morning?
Pretty early for drum.
No man, I talked to Drums yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, I said Drums, you had to do it immediately after the prayer.
Yeah, good. Yeah, follow the word. The word following the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, follow succession.
Yeah, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Run it down like that.
Three fools in a stretch.
What?
I said 3 fools in a stretch.
Why is 4 and not 6?
Well,
2, 4, and 6 to end the over. Or West Indies still lose.
I don't know what this playing. I don't even know what's going on.
Yo, stop that, eh?
No, I'm serious. I don't know what's going on. So I'm telling you.
I like to mess up West Indies somehow. I
No,
mustn't do that.
no. Okay, I don't even know there is cricket. I can't even
There
say
is
it.
cricket.
I don't even know that. Yeah.
There is cricket, definitely. There is cricket.
No,
There is cricket.
I don't even know there is cricket.
Do you like cricket at all?
Yeah, in past time, yeah, I used to. In the days when I loved cricket was when cricket didn't have money, and then the great guys, man, they did the 4 WWs, and so that cricket was, rather interesting. People would get
Cricket
up.
is still interesting.
No, it's money.
You all losing. That's the problem. If all was winning,
No, it's
everybody
a money,
like cricket.
Actually, there's a money thing, But when there was,
But that's what it's supposed to be about. You sport has to be money. That's
When
how
there was-
you make your money.
when there was when there was little money, and the guys,
What's his name made a song about that? Sparrow.
yeah.
He said, West Indian cricketers must always be broke. That is when they just play smart, I think, and make pretty strokes.
Yeah, I mean, there was not much money involved, but the game was a lot interesting. People would set up to hear, when the West Indies playing, and when you had all the great Barbadians, with all the weeks, Walcott and Joseph.
Who?
Was 4? Or
No, the 3 W's?
3 W's. Well, I was saying it was 4.
I don't know where you get 4 from.
3 W's. Yeah, they were great,
Who's your favorite batsman?
I don't really follow, For me,
That time. I'm talking about that time.
I like Sobers.
Everybody likes overs.
I
We
like
came to
Gary.
bat.
I like Gary. Yeah, I like Gary. Met him I met him once or twice in Barbados. Never. I used to be in the hotel I used to be in. He used to always be there. I don't know if he was working or what, but
Okay.
yeah. And he had this, the kind of movement he used to make, I admired him.
Admired him. Okay.
Yeah, I admired him.
Now, let me ask you this. You've met Gary Sobers. Name me some other VIPs that you've met.
In cricket?
No.
No.
Generally.
Generally.
Hello? Come here now.
I know.
So don't call him name then. What wrong with you? I the first name I had to call. Forget it. Forget it. I the first name I had to call, Brethren. Let me start over. Name me some VIPs that you've met. You've met Sobers. Who else?
One of the VIPs, I mean, once you see me, you
But look at me here. You don't call me again still.
Nah.
What the heck wrong with this guy?
you're going to be right.
What's wrong with this guy?
The Governor General,
Odin?
yeah, achievement,
I've seen her being in close proximity before she was Governor General. But I've never really been introduced to her so I can say, okay, fine, yes, I've met her. No, I've never done that. No.
we interacted before she was Governor General. And since then, whenever we see each other, she will say hello, Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I remember we did there was a independence service at Grand Aunt's Church, and I was present there, and then she came and she said, "Oh, yeah, you're there. Good to see you." And yeah.
So who else? Me here, who else?
Who else can I say?
I don't know.
Well, that's the people I met, and
Yeah, just tell me.
I can't really, you don't even know them.
I may know. Let's go.
I can't remember that.
Good.
But I met other people. I mean,
You met Keith Mitchell?
yes, I think we shook hands once.
Was he Prime Minister then?
Yes, he was Prime Minister. Don't ask me where, and I won't tell you. So we met.
Where?
I wouldn't say. And he used to always come to the pharmacy when I was in the pharmacy at that point in time. So yeah, I met a couple of people, but I'm never one in the limelight. And I remember there was a Bajan banker. He was the bank manager at the time. And he said to me, but how come I don't see you, in public? I says, no, I don't. Like you will have functions like Leo and all the clubs and so, and they offer me tickets. I buy a ticket. I say, give it to somebody who can give it to somebody who, somebody else. But I pay for it and I never attend. And he'll say, well,
But I can't claim to have met a lot of people. Keith Mitchell. Yeah.
how many prime ministers you ever met?
How many prime ministers have I ever met personally, straight up? George Brizan,
Yeah,
Nicholas Brathwaite.
yeah. Titi. Titi
Who's Titi?
Tillman.
Well, yeah, of course. Uncle Titi is always there, yeah.
BJ. BJ.
Oh, please. And BJ. Who's BJ?
Yeah. Ben Jones.
I knew Ben, but never met him when he was prime minister, but of course interacted with him before that, but never met him when he was prime minister. I knew Ben. That's it. Interestingly, I never met Morris Bishop. Never met Morris
I met
Bishop.
him before before he
Whether before or after, never met him.
Yeah, I met him.
Who else? That's it in terms of our prime ministers.
Yeah.
The closest I came to Gary was staying. You know that the seats are on the carnage court.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You know the seats are
Right, yeah.
So he playing tennis and I stand up there
yeah.
as a kid and looking down and knowing, okay, fine, that's the prime minister down in the white shorts and he getting on he thinging and whatever.
And the
yeah.
court's there. I thought this court used to be down in the not Grandstand. In the
Tantin?
Tantin. Yeah.
Yes, but what happened? You see, that court there. Rumor has it. I've never been able to confirm. Drumsticks, I'm coming, love. Let me just tell JD this. Rumor has it that the tennis court or the tennis court segment of the Carnat Sporting Complex,
Yeah.
that was built in retaliation to not retaliation. That was built to bring tennis to the man on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what happened at that time, the
Elites.
social elites, quote unquote, they flocked the courts, the other courts, like the Richmond Hill courts and so on. Richmond Hill court is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So they flocked, and the lesser man didn't get a chance. So hence the reason why Uncle seized the opportunity to place that right there. And he also, the basketball court is always there. The biggest team to ever come to that basketball court was in had to be about between 77 and 79. They had some of the Globetrotters came to man spinning ball on their head, on their finger, on their foot. All about man. Boom. Anyway, Drumsticks, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Tell me, dear.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Nabela. Good morning to the nation. Good morning to JD. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 95. O come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving and make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. His hands are the depth of the earth. The strength of the hills is his also. The sea is his, and he made it. And his hands formed the dry lands. O come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hands. Today, if he will hear our voice,
Thank you, my dear.
Drum,
Hello. Good morning.
make a joyful noise unto your Lord. Let me hear.
Yes, and praise the Lord. Amen.
It's so low. Come on, man. Get a little louder now.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord, man. You can come on here. You could go a little louder. You could go a little higher.
Well.
Shout to the Lord.
Yes, make a joyful noise.
And shout to the Lord. Shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, how things?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm great.
Good, that's good. Have a wonderful day.
You too, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Be good.
Andrew Donald, have a nice day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. It's 91, 17 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Just we were talking a little bit of sports just before we took. Basketball, I think, I can't remember the year, but I think Grenada won that championship, they won the Island Championship that time, and then
1986.
86.
Yeah.
Right, okay, you have good memory.
Because I used to go down to the games.
Yeah, well,
I have very fond memories of going to the games.
But you know, the part I played in around that for that game.
What?
My company, the company I worked with, supported them with refreshments.
You did?
Yeah, and we had a brand of juice called Sun Top. Yeah, brand of drink called Sun Top. So we gave them every night. The players got refreshed every night with Sun Top. So much so, yeah, we had a team in town. I think we won that. We won Sun Top.
You guys had a Sun Top team coming out from Four Roads area.
Yeah.
Duh! That's basketball in the Brazil. That's basketball.
After radio is that your territory?
Sun Top.
Sun Top.
That was Askia and them.
Huh?
I think Askia,
Oh, we
a
never-
Muslim guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who used to play? Who was your team?
My team? That time I didn't have a team. I just love basketball.
Yeah.
I just love basketball.
We had great players. Like Tigis Bernard.
Yeah, Tigis. Well, Tigis came when Tigis started to play. I would have moved back to St. Patrick already.
Okay.
You know, so it's folks like Askia. Askia used to play football and basketball. Was a Muslim. Bogman and son.
Yeah, Bogman used to play for us.
Yeah,
Bogman.
that's
brother,
you know that's
Bogman used to play for
who
us.
I remember playing basketball.
Then you had the Redhead brothers.
Redhead brothers, yeah, Bessie and
They divided. They were divided.
yeah.
Two play for, I think, two were playing for two. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had great fun, you know.
My name, I tell you, my name, honestly, JD, my name, as in my name, Andre.
Right.
And that time I used to carry Charles. I was carrying my dad's last name.
Okay.
But when I went to secondary school, of course, all that changed. I had to go back to my mom's. So, but my name, Andre Charles, is written on
your
the basketball court. Because I was there when.
Not the Andrew Charles was on the weather, no?
No, he was not. He was not even in existence then. But yeah, when the afternoon, myself and a guy called Troy Patterson. Troy Patterson was the nephew. Was it nephew? Yes, nephew of remember Pearl Patterson?
Yeah.
She was Pearl Patterson.
Two sisters.
Pearl Patterson at St. James Hotel.
Oh no, Paul.
Remember?
I say Paul Patterson. Where she's from?
She used to manage St. James
I don't
Hotel.
know. Yeah, okay. I don't know who was the manager then.
Yeah, Pearl Patterson
That
and
was the
Pearl.
hotel by the fort.
Going up to the fort, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was that.
So, Auntie Pearl's, Troy and I used to be doing all sort of things because Troy at that time would have been living that building. I think there was a fire there the other day, where the police pulled the traffic in the little hut.
That hut there.
He's living in the building right there.
Okay.
Troy, his mom, and his sister Sorana. Yeah. So Troy and I went down to the court that evening. Imagine, Troy and I were very good friends. We were fighting every day. Every day there was a fight between, and that not fight with other people, fight between us.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went down that afternoon on the court and realized that they had just paved and smoothed the court. There was nobody there. So we wrote our names.
You will itch your name in concrete.
Yeah, it's the name in the car. And with years, it has worn off. But if you look for it,
It is
you can
there.
still see that it is there.
Yeah, right.
And those who want to look for it, you have to go onto the basketball court and put your back to what used to be the Hubbard's showroom for vehicles.
Right, yeah.
And put your back to that,
Left or right.
and you walk into the basket that is closer to the seats.
Okay.
And
yeah.
it will be on the right hand side of
side.
the
Okay.
of the key.
Yeah.
Did that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There are a lot of things I did.
We're going to see if it's there still.
I've been there recently. It's there. I'm telling you, it's faded. But when you look closely, you can see it. I must take a picture of it one day when I go and say, "Hey, that's me. I've been there when they built this."
Yeah.
If you ask me what is one thing I was there when they built in Tongue, has to be the court.
The court, yeah.
Has to be the court. I was there when they built that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, my dear friend is here.
Yeah, good fun.
Been here. Morning.
Morning. Good fun memories, man. Of old
Yeah, good
St.
fun
George.
memories.
I like those days, man. When St. George, old St. George.
I love those days, but I probably should have done more in the city. I didn't do enough. Yeah, I didn't do enough. But I wouldn't say what I should have done, but I didn't do enough. Stay with us, friends. We're gonna take a commercial break and come back with the weather.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Green's Concept introduces the latest innovation in air conditioning technology in Grenada, providing the most energy efficient, environmentally friendly air conditioning units in Grenada. Using a natural refrigerant, all air conditioning unit systems are up to 40% more energy efficient than the current units used in the Grenadian market. Powerful cooling while using less electricity and very inexpensive. That means more money in your pocket. We offer free delivery to all locations of installation and installed by top quality trained professional engineers with over 20 years experience in the business. Contact Green's Concept 417-5460 or 442-1663. Email greensconcept@gmail.com. At Green's Concept, we cool you and the planet.
Green's Concepts announces special prices on 18,000 and 24,000 BTU units. You have been saving on power, now save on prices. Call us today.
Hey, I am Corporal 85 Grant, attached to CRD Eastern Division, reminding you that incest and all other sexual violence is a crime.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
It's a hungry world out there. With everybody scurry waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what.
There's absolutely no telling what will happen and what will people do, when will people do it. So you just got to be careful. So it's 7:30. No, not 7:38, is it? No, 7:27. But it is 7:30 when we're going to have the agricultural update whenever we have them, right? So we're going to have the agricultural update at 7:30. I know you've got information. What you got this morning? Because I don't even know. Say again?
The weather.
Oh boy, we need to do the weather.
The weather.
Yeah.
I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear.
Something must be going wrong with the brain this morning. I guess I'm so fascinated by different things, and then speaking to Bobella. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's in the building. But I've got my good friend Jerry Tamer. He's online. Good morning, Jerry. How you doing?
Hi, Andrew. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How Cooper Hill, man?
Oh, man, good. Everybody good this morning.
Okay, great.
Okay. Well, good morning also to all your listeners. I know you have quite a wide listenership. Good morning to everybody. Okay, let's take a look at the weather for today, Thursday. Conditions at points lanes and most parts of Grenada are partly cloudy. Winds are from the east at 18 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 1014.3 millibars. Now that is above normal and still rising. Current temperature 27.5 degrees Celsius, which is the same as 81.5 Fahrenheit. Relative humidity 85%. During the last 24 hours, the maximum temperature recorded was 30.5 Celsius or 86.5 Fahrenheit, and the minimum was 26.5 Celsius or 79.7 Fahrenheit. During that period, we had 2.2 millimeters of rainfall along Head Point Lanes, bringing the total for the month so far to 98.6 millimeters. Let's now look at the public forecast, and this is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. We can expect conditions to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunder showers. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles an hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides, we just had a high tide at a few minutes ago at 7:15, so tides are falling, and low tide will be at 1:53 this afternoon. Maximum temperature today should get up to around 29.5 Celsius. We'll have sunset today at 6:34. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:44. So just to repeat the public forecast. Remember, it is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. Conditions are expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and possible isolated thunder showers. So, Andrew, that's all for me. It's back to you.
Thank you very much, Jerry. I need to ask you a couple of questions before we run off. Myself and my friend here, JD, we're trying to remember things in the city. So you can help us with a bit. All right. So we standing now at Marshall House, right? And we going towards Tantine. What's the first? There's a street there after Marshall House. What's the name of that street again?
Park Lane.
Park Lane. And there was a little playing field up there, right?
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yes.
What do they do with it? Children plays there still?
Well, I haven't been there for quite a while, but I don't think it is that much of a playground anymore from the last couple of times I've been there.
What, they park vehicles and stuff there or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice little playing field, man.
Yeah, that was a good, yeah.
All right, so after that, there's a shop. Whose shop?
That's the Marshall.
Marshall shop, correct. And then after Marshall will be Ogilvy, right? So Ogilvy used to be there. I don't think he's there anymore. He's there. Well, he died, of course.
No, Ogilvy, Oliver.
All right, Oliver. What's wrong with me? Oliver, yeah. And then the steps.
Yeah, Cooper Hill.
Cooper Hill. And on the right will be the McFields?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And as we see, and we continue to go, and then there's a right-hand step down onto the corners. Right. And then Bogo Boy and them house there. Right. and then after that will be who? After that will be Bobby's.
Who?
Bobby Tamat. On the left, going there.
Yeah, well, further down.
Yeah, further down with Bobby Tamat.
Later is Bobby Starman.
Yeah, Bobby Starman.
Yeah, the fire station.
Fire station. And then you're on that corner there, and there is what was the name for Gary? What name Gary gave to it? Evening Palace and Rock Gardens and Rock Gardens. Yeah, Rock Gardens. Yeah, Rock Gardens, man, Rock Gardens. And then
before you take that, when you come around the little corner there, they used to, there's a shortcut to go down by Burns Point. You used to ride on there, skate on the pipe.
What do you mean if I? But that, and you know that you know the railing was made of a sort of it was like rope. You know
yeah, kind of cable.
Cable, right? That's it. Well, that time I know what cable, so I call it rope.
That's right, Andy.
Come on, I still remember, bro. And then you come to Tontine and the good old homemade bakery, never to die.
Of course.
Never to die.
And underneath the homemade bakery is what?
Underneath the homemade bakery?
Well, below, yeah.
Well, of course, that's Hops land.
Okay, that's
Where's the story? Everybody know that Hops territory? Hey, Taylor, thank you so much, man.
Okay, welcome.
I have a wonderful one. Good.
Yeah. What a time, eh?
Yeah. Those spots, boy.
Yeah, those days, man.
Those spots. Mm-hmm. You know Benjamin's guest house, right?
Benjamin, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There are two of them. Were they brothers? Benjamin and Mitchell. Were they brothers?
I don't know. They were closely.
Was it Benjamin or Mitchell's guest house? Mitchell's guest house.
Mitchell and Benjamin. Yeah.
Yeah, they were very close.
They were very close.
I don't know if they were brothers.
I don't know they were brothers.
Because they ran that shop there for years.
The police used to give signals.
Yeah, and the long wall there. They ran that shop there for years.
Established, yeah.
And people used to love to go there when Mr. Benjamin was there. People didn't really like Mr. Mitchell.
No, Benjamin was
more hospitable.
Yeah, and he was the more business person. Yeah, I think he was the one to do them. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, Benjamin and Mitchell. And who else? She died the other day. She used to live there too. Cornwall.
Oh yeah.
She used to live just
not live. She had the Y.
Yeah, but no, she used to live at one point in time just up from Benjamin going towards Market Hill.
She used to live there?
Yeah.
I don't know that. I know she used to live in Mount Parnassus.
Yeah, she used to live there.
I know she was in the Y.
Yeah, she was in the Y down the bottom there. Yeah,
I didn't know she used to live there. Yeah, the good old days.
Name me two outstanding quote-unquote vagrants in town. Forget Dummy James and son. Like almost every street had a vagrant. Okay, who was a vagrant on Church Street?
You.
I like that one. I look for that. I look for that one.
You see? I don't remember.
Fushong.
Fushong, yeah.
Fushong used to live downstairs. The Hugheses, where Lucky Heart was, he used to live downstairs in the basement there. Fushong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the vagrant for Scott Street was Stone Bruce.
I don't remember. I know
Stone Bruce is a guy everybody can claim, and even me now, I will claim that I saw Stone Bruce and I know Stone Bruce. I never saw him, honestly. You know about him. To me, he was the invisible vagrant, but he was there. People know that Stone Bruce, and nobody wanted to come in contact with Stone Bruce.
Talking about vagrants, what do you notice with those in St. Patrick's?
What do I notice with them?
Yeah. There are two sets.
Well, oh no. Right, what do I notice about them? What should I notice?
Some sleep in the country and some sleep in the town. Those who sleep in the town gets up early morning, go up to the country. Those in the country,
they come down there. Well, Ben is the hallmark of all vagrants. I met Ben in town because Ben goes down to the mental institution sometimes when he gets it. So I met Ben in town one day, and I'm like, Well, Ben, what are you doing down here? You strip it out. I said nothing more. Okay, you just look up at me and say, you strip it out. And that was it. By the time I do some spin around in town, and I reach up here, Ben is up here, you know.
Yeah, so how you make it
I
up?
don't know how Ben make it. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, Primus.
Good morning to JD.
Good morning, Mr. Primus.
I was in tongue to Mr. Donald.
You're done.
So
I was
you
just next door, you know.
I hear that.
I was just next door leaving.
Where?
You remember Reverend Dean?
Reverend Dean in the Methodist?
Methodist?
Yes.
Yes, I was living right close. I was living in
at
Attic.
You live there?
Yeah, I went to Wesley House School.
Well.
you had far to go?
Well, we were close and we didn't know.
Exactly. What if it's not phone book instead of phone booze?
I hear that.
Gentleman name you are speaking about. Is phone book or phone booze? Phone booze?
Stone Bruce. Well, could be the same person, you know.
Phone books. I think I'm doing that phone booze.
Did you ever see him?
Yes, I don't know.
I never saw him. All the years on Church Street, I could never claim to have seen him.
Yeah, I remember phone booze.
Yeah. But oh, you were there, so.
I remember the general, my head teacher, he died recently.
Okay.
I think he used to work with Hoggins. The last time I saw him, it's just where you're talking about them going up St. James, go to St. James Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The office was right.
Okay.
He named us to Elutin, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but sometime I spent some time in Reverend Dean place right on top there. And I went to Wesley House School. Just for a short period because my sister was in me at Mirror.
Well. What a small world. And who do you remember? Just name me. Hold on. Outside of the Hughes on Church Street, who do you remember on Church Street? A family.
The first cabin I remember, I remember the Steel. On the opposite side.
The Steels.
Yeah.
Where?
I think just opposite. Yeah. Was the Metallic house?
That would have been. Wasn't it the Gaskins?
No, I think this should be the Steel.
The Steel would have been lower down. That would, and he just passed. May his soul rest. He just passed a couple. He was buried a couple days ago. That's Nocky.
There was a lawyer downstairs. Their premises.
All right. Somebody just saying the principal you're looking for is Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips.
Yeah. Somebody just said that. Somebody just said it to him.
Mr. Phillips. Yeah.
Do you know something that's very interesting? And a lot of folks would not know this, that Eddie Frederick grew up on Market Hill, the first house down on Market Hill on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, sorry. That's where Eddie and his sister Alana and his mom, that's where they grew up, on Market Hill right there. Then you had the Gaskins in that building, the building on the corner of Church Street and Market Hill, that building there, there was the Gaskins there. And then on the opposite side of the road, you had, and I think he's Mr. Robinson. He used to be in NIS. I think his son is still in NIS. He had his mom was a nurse, and he had a sister. There was
St. Patrick's.
Mr. Robinson had a son, Martin. Martin is still at NIS. Mr. Robinson's wife was a nurse. I think she used to wear black belt, so that means she would have been a sister, or matron or whatever. And then there was Martin had a sister. I don't know whatever happened to her. She's very small in stature. And but then you had going down on Church Street. Then you had Mr. Sinclair. He was a photographer.
No, I don't remember.
No, man, Sinclair. Before the church.
Before the Anglican church, between the church and the school, between the Anglican church and the Anglican school, the building's still there. That's Mr. Sinclair. Take care, Primus. Good. Mr. Sinclair, he's a photographer.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And his claim to fame is that Mr. Sinclair would, if your ball went over from the school, you couldn't get it.
That reminds me.
And people thought that he was a very mean man, but he
remind me of Kent in the place.
In the back there?
In the back there.
Yeah. But Mr. Sinclair was not a mean man. Here's what Mr. Sinclair did. All the balls, they would go over from the schoolyard. You could not go to get it. But ever so often, Mr. Sinclair will take all the balls and throw them on my side because I'm living in the Algeria. So Mr. Sinclair was not a mean man. He was a nice guy. He knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. No, you want me know how to sit.
Okay. Okay, let's go in. Somebody's telling me that there's some comments on social media. Teddy, good morning. How you doing? Okay, let's see who's there. Let's see who's checking in this morning. Bevan, good morning. Pat, good morning. Errol, Mr. Hilaire, Roger, good morning to you. How you doing? Great. Teddy, okay. Trevor Twaits reversed on my bus in the court parking lot donkey years ago. I couldn't find him. I couldn't fight him. Teddy Trevor was heavyweight. You know, you can fight Trevor. You're mad or what? Yeah. So I guess you never, nothing ever happened. But Trevor never could really drive good anyway. Don't worry about that. But he's gone. Love you, Trev, wherever you are. Both Trevors, Trevor Twaits and Trevor Friday. Good morning, Mr. Donald. Do you remember one Baby Lips?
Yeah.
Was there a very good Baby Lips?
Yeah, I think I remember that name. Baby Lips.
Somebody's asking me that. Matheson is saying good morning.
Morning, Matheson. Morning.
Is the WhatsApp not working? Yes, it's working, you know. It should be. Oh, no. Oh, I know what happened, Madison. I think the phone went dead. So it's charging right now. Yeah. I'm back home, very tired. Mr. Benjamin was my brother-in-law. His wife was just, oh, really? And Madison, I'm not making joke with you. Phyllis, here you came down, you spent all your days, you go back in Cargo, now you're back up there, behave yourself. Mr. Benjamin would have been a brother-in-law, married to a sister.
Yeah, there's some Carrico connection. So
good morning.
That's where Uncle Blaze hotel.
Yeah, that's where you used to go. Mitchell's guest house. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning to
good morning, Clifford.
Yeah, and whoever else is there. Mr. Andrew, I just want to take a minute to congratulate you on the program yesterday with Miss Pierre. I thought Miss Pierre gave a very good account of herself. She touched on a lot of areas, and I thought she did very well. But I think one of the major problems with government ministers or with the ministries is that they don't keep us up to date enough. Because a lot of the information that she gives there is information that the ministry has for some time and was sort of stagnant. For instance, we heard about, she talked about the school in Grenville, the Anglican school in Grenville, the plans that are making. She talked about the school in Pearls, the plans that are making. She talked about other schools. And she have a whole firsthand. For instance, there's a school in Galway, people kicking up about Loreto School. And she gave a whole firsthand. There was two interviews done with the president or the teacher of the children, parents, where there was blaming the government for the Florida school. And she was able to give a good update on it. So I think government have to be more proactive in those things and following. She was very, very good. She had information. But I think there are times when people give all these things and say all these things about government. For instance, it's only on your station she said that this information concerning Loreto School is not widespread yet. It's only on your station.
Well, this is the best station, Clifford. That's where you get all the pertinent information. We don't deal with rumors and stuff like that. Come on, Cliff, you should know that.
No, but I agree that she. But what I'm saying that the ministries must prove to people that they're on top of these comments, and so when people have these amount of, because the impression that we got from the president of the teachers of the parents union is that government forget them and nothing is done about it. No, when you got the message from Miss Pierre, you see a whole total different light. The people in authority have to do better than that and come up. Especially around this time, you have to stratify because it appears that there's an orchestrated move to always make the government look bad. And these people, the ministers, and you don't have to be Miss Pierre coming and say it, you know. You have to be, the ministry must be on top of those things and keep the nation intact. That's my concern. Not just Miss Pierre to say it, but the ministry must be on top of these rumors when they come. So I just thought, why this agriculture thing, I just thought I should let you know that. I was impressed with her delivery, but I think they have to be on top of things. And it didn't show. Because if she didn't come to your station, we would not have heard anything about the Loreto situation again. Loreto, Florida situation. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Good. Somebody just reminded me of somebody. Well, Shane Derby is from that general area too. Four Road, St. John Street, St. Jude Street area.
Where he works,
Customs.
Yeah.
Shane's in customs, yeah. Morning, Barry. How you doing? Tell Shane we say hello. And then there's this guy called Prax. You know, we went to school together, right? And I could never remember his name except Prax, right? And Prax's mother was a woman called Basilia. So we used to call him Ashton. Remember Ashton? Ashton from right here in Madays. Ashton Alsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Ashton taught at Heinzie School.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
did he marry a Heinzie girl too?
He married a Heinzie girl from River Road. Yeah. Okay. She's a Hippolyte, I think, but I don't think the marriage lasted. No, it didn't last. But okay, so his name was Dexter. Somebody said me Prax's name, so I know Prax's name, Dexter. But I saw Prax, and that's why I call him still. And he has a deep voice. How you doing, man? Yeah, and he stutters little. So I saw Prax only about a week ago in St. Andrews. He lives somewhere in the Paradise area, around Progress Park, Paradise area. He lives somewhere in that area there. And Prax handbrake. I'm 55. So Prax has to be roundabout there too. Prax, how you could break your hand at 55? Are you crazy? But he was a nice guy. Basilia boy. That is how Ashton used to call him. Lalsi, the teacher. Yeah. Basilia boy, pay attention. Oh my God. Fun days.
Basilia. Another tongue. She was one on tongue. Another tongue character.
Who's that, Basilia?
Not character, but...
Well, no.
She always heard and seen. She, Eddie Frederick Muller, who again?
You knew Basilia?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Good for you. Oh, here's Stephen Simon saying, good morning to the Real FM family. Lisa and Steve listening from London. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will thank you guys and praise you guys so very much, but not Phyllis Matheson this morning. She come back up in Carriacou and making stand come and tell me how Benjamin, she brother-in-law. But I laugh at this one here though. Yeah. Trevor Trace reversed on my boss on the Court parking lot donkey years ago. I couldn't fight him, so he get away.
A heavyweight.
Yeah, the heavyweight. Oh boy. You know, people used to see Trevor walking, and there was even a time at an independence celebration, he was moving and there's some paratroopers landing and he had to move pretty quickly because he was like in the way and he fell and they thought that Trevor tripped on his own feet. You see, Trevor was about 7 feet tall.
He had good height, yeah.
Yeah, and he wore size 9 shoes. So Trevor couldn't balance properly all the time. So we used to be having fun on that. Good morning, how are you doing? Hello?
Good morning. Good morning, Jerry. Morning, DJ.
Good morning.
Listen, JD, I just wanted to say thank you for those mean trees and the catching nice.
Okay, that's great.
I'm gonna create as many trees as I can to.
Yeah, once you get, I have a lot of seeds and they're very easy to catch. If you want,
Very-
if you want
very
1,000
good.
seeds, you could get 1,000 seeds.
I asked you for some seeds, some plants, and you didn't give them to me, bro.
Ask and you shall be. Come and you shall get it.
I hear you. I hear you.
JD, I need you to keep Jerry on track, man.
Yeah.
This is horticultural morning.
Yes.
And you guys are going all over the place.
No.
We have to remember things, boy. You mad?
Yeah. Remember
Listen,
the first day, man. Fridays, anything goes.
You must pass by and see the home garden, man.
Yeah.
You must pass by, man.
You
And
plant potatoes?
pass by and see the home garden. If I'm not there, just pass by and have a look at the home garden.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, just once you pass in there, just have a look. Right by the house there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other people don't come, they'll just talk but and saying what you just doing, you know. As a matter of fact, yesterday I went and planted about 30 pine in his close to his neighbor there.
Close to who? But in my uncle and you plant that, boy, what's happened to you? Close to my neighbor. My uncle, what? You didn't see me yesterday? I come out yesterday. I go and inspect and see what work you all did.
How they look? How they did? How it was done?
They look good. They lined the trace, the road like going up. I saw. I was there. I tell you.
I know you're taking care of your uncle property.
But yeah, must do
But
that.
you know what I don't like about when I plant them? I planted some sort of stuff too. I never get it. When I go there, Jerry.
JD, I thought yesterday was a barren time to be planting.
Barren? I don't know, man.
I thought it says until the 17th.
No, if you follow, depending on what. Well, no, for me, I don't know. I have a different almanac I follow. I don't follow the McDonald.
Oh.
Yeah, and
but you giving people McDonald?
No, that's what people know.
Exactly, and I'm listening to you.
No. I said it before. Like, okay, what moon we in now? The moon changing when? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, right.
Right. What moon we going into? We going into...
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I think it's first quarter?
First quarter.
Right.
First quarter, yeah.
So when first quarter come, I'll be planting anything that produces the seeds inside. Meaning peas, corn, anything that produces the seed inside. So for the new moon, you're planting products that create the seeds outside, like lettuce, cabbage, cauliflower, all those who produce seeds outside. You plant it for that week. The following week, I will plant seeds, products that grows the seeds inside, like I said, corn, peas, sorrel, all inside seeds. You don't see them. Right. Okay. When the full moon comes, the day after full moon, I'll be planting underground for a whole week, underground straight for the whole week. And then when last quarter comes, I take a break. No planting.
All right, good.
Yeah, but people used to the McDonald Almanac. I'm trying to get a copy of the old Farmer's Almanac. That's where I get my information from. The old Farmer's Almanac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm from here.
Okay, well, you have to remind me of that because I planted some corn last week, but I didn't.
No. They had last week. Yeah, last week I think it was
so
last week
Monday.
Let me get it. June the 11th and the 12th were good days for above the ground according to the McDonald Almanac. And below the ground would be the 19th, coming up to I think it's Saturday would be 19th for below the ground. And then the 28th and the 21st would be above the ground. So anything above the ground, that will be the 28th and the 21st. That'll be Sunday and Monday. Right, Sunday and Monday above the ground.
All right, thank you guys. I think I've exceeded my 2 minutes, so
No. But just when you pass, just take a look and you'll see the garden, man.
Oh, before you go, Bath, I just got a message. Tell Bathway Atlanta good morning. I don't need to say anything more.
Good morning, Your Excellency. I hope all is well.
All right. Okay. So
that's the only listener who tunes into you night and day, from sun up to sundown.
No, that's not true. There are others.
Okay, good. All right, thank you, guys.
Take care. All right, good. Bye-bye. All right, God bless.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know, what is neem good for? Yeah, we didn't play it. We're going to play it at the top of the hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
Neem.
what is
Right,
neem good
neem
for?
is used as for a pest deterrent. You could, like for me who does not use chemicals, I could blend it, put it to soak for a couple of days and spray the plants with it. In India, neem is a very big thing in India. They make the toothpaste, they make a lot of things from neem. Fertilizer, a whole list of products from neem. There's one on the market called Neemex, which you get to spray your plants.
The person wants to know sandflies?
Sandflies, yes. I first got to know much about neem when I was in Barbados. And I went by a doctor, and just, found some information. And then he says, have you seen those trees outside there? I said, yeah. He said, you know what is out there? I says, no. He says, neem, and once you have those around your premises, they keep away insects. All the trees around the hotels in Grand Anse.
Yeah, they have neem trees.
Neem trees, yeah. Almost all the hotels down.
Even in the parking lot of, what do you call it? The mall?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the mall, right? They have
at the parking lot of the mall. There are a
trees.
lot of neem. Almost all the trees there are neem trees.
Neem trees. Yeah. Yeah. Neem is it helps with insects. Someone said I think it for bats also too. It prevents bat. But you have to activate it or whatever it has to. But medically, it is a very good thing for medical. I have it written, but it's in Spanish, and I don't know much about the Spanish. A number of ailments. It is good for a number of them, but I have to get it translated into English. There's one dosage, you use the leaf. You use the leaf for that dosage. And they go very tall. I know for sure it keeps away like flies. There's a lady who she always, once the flies in season, she always has neem in her shop, and it keeps away the flies from the shop. That's it for.
So neem is a good thing.
Yes, a good thing. And somebody passed and they saw the tree by my house. That says, and what is trees for? But he said, see, knowing you, those trees must have a purpose. You wouldn't put those trees there without a purpose. Good. So if you're going to take, you say 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let me give what I have on dandelion.
You only have about a minute.
1 minute for dandelion?
Yeah, go on. 1 minute you have for dandelion.
No, I'm
don't
not
go.
finished. No,
well, then you'd have to wait until afterwards.
Okay.
It'll be better if you wait.
I thought, I had to send the clock from here. Yeah, so neem is good to have around your premises. And
I have to get some neem trees from by you. I have to plant some for a friend of mine.
Yeah, okay, I can get some. They're very easy to catch. Just cut a branch with some seed, you just throw it there, and when you come back, like every seed.
Are the seeds ready for germination?
Yeah,
your seeds? Because I know from time to time they
No, they have seeds right now. Once you cut, even though they dry, they stay there and they dry. After they dry, they will catch. They will germinate. Yeah, so.
But I wanted to plant. I didn't want to just.
Okay.
I wanted to get trees itself.
Yeah. Okay. You have.
And then so you know, okay, fine. You plant one.
Yeah.
You space them out properly.
I'll promise you that. Ask and you shall give him.
I ask already, brethren.
Come and you shall receive.
Better you say that. Come and you'll get.
And you'll get.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. www.drealfmgrenada.com. We have some information for you from the Ministry of Agriculture. Mina Booker, she's next with our agricultural update for today, the 17th day of the 6th month. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Agricultural Update, a program by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry. I am Mina Booker. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry extended efforts last week to train farmers and technical staff in soursop production. This is aimed at developing a better understanding of key agronomic practices that can contribute and lead to increased production and improved qualities of the food to help the country to maintain the current export market. The meeting was held for farmers, extension officers and exporters on Thursday 10th June in St. Andrew on the farm of Lloyd Nelson, a well-known soursop farmer. The session provided relevant information and agronomic practices that must be utilized from propagation to harvesting to have a viable soursop industry.
We know that the soursop industry is extremely important. It's one of the fastest growing industries that we currently have. It has taken over cocoa, so now it's the third highest export that we have. It's nutmeg, fish, and soursop, and that is steadily growing. That is not something that we envision is going to slow down anytime soon. What we have to ensure as farmers, as exporters, as anybody involved, and even technical officers, is that we maintain the standards that we have. For us, we look at this as an opportunity to assist our farmers, which is our primary mandate, to assist our farmers to improve their livelihoods, to improve their cultural practices, and to, of course, boost the economy of Grenada.
That's Senior Agricultural Officer Lauren St. Louis reminding participants of the unique opportunity that Grenada has at the moment. Following up on research and development in other countries and the use of science and technology for soursop production, Chief Agronomist Alison Haynes identified a number of critical areas that farmers must get right. These included the incorporation of important macro and secondary nutrients during the life cycle of a soursop tree.
So nitrogen and potassium is the nutrients that soursop, that's something we must have in our soursop. That's something we must give to our soursop to make sure we improve our quality as well. Nitrogen and potassium. Potassium is excellent for food quality and all this kind of thing, size and taste and all that kind of thing. So, and we know calcium is very important too for the formation of the cell walls in your fruits, curing injuries and all these things where you get a nice fruit a lot. So that's something we must consider when we applying to when we fertilizing our mature trees if we want to improve the fruit quality.
Participants were also happy with the training.
Well, this will help me in a major way because most of the problems that we've been having, they were explained here today. Basically with the pest and the pest management control and stuff like that, irrigation system, the pruning. So it will help me a lot. Once the trees are fertilized and pruned especially and the irrigation system is properly applied, we'll get maximum production. So I believe that the quantity that we used to get before will have a greater increase in the yield right now.
Every home should have at least one soursop tree. This training here, it teach me a lot. It taught me a lot. Especially in the pruning and the balancing of the tree, and the application of fertilizer and the type of fertilizers. So I know as from today now, I should be harvesting more soursop on a weekly basis. I know exactly what to do. And I think I can share my knowledge with the rest of farmers that didn't show them.
Those were participants Nishon Taylor, employed on a soursop farm in Herman, and Terry Evans, a soursop farmer from Pearls. Presentations during the training were also made by Maximus Lazarus, the district supervisor for the East, on spacing and land preparation, and Francis Noel on pest and disease management. The ministry has also developed a technical guide for farmers and gardeners on propagation of the crop. Persons wishing to have a copy can visit the district extension office, or to receive a soft copy, you can contact us at the PR department on telephone number 417-2634. Grenada observes National Nutrition Week from the 20th to the 26th of June. The activities to commemorate National Nutrition Week are being organized by the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Our PR team spoke to Communications Officer at the Council, Lichelle Murray, and she told us what to expect for the week.
This year's National Nutrition Week runs from Sunday, June 20th to Saturday, June 26th under the theme, Let's Grow, Create and Enjoy Our Local Foods. The week will be declared open on Sunday, June 20th, with an address by Agriculture Minister Honorable Peter David, which will be aired on all local media outlets. On Sunday, June 21st, will be our food-based dietary guidelines assessment drive, where we will be traveling through various parishes, briefly interviewing random persons on their knowledge of the guideline and how they have been putting the 8 guidelines into practice. This will also be used as an education tool because our team will be sharing information on the guidelines with those who are not in the know. On Tuesday, June 22nd, will be our planting exhibition. We've invited persons via social media platforms and email to submit pictures of their home gardens, which will be judged. We are focusing on 3 main groups: staples, vegetables, and herbs. On Wednesday, June 23rd will be our disaster preparedness shopping drill, where we will pop up at a supermarket in St. George's randomly select 3 persons. Those 3 people will each be given 10 minutes to select items that they think will be needed as they prepare for a natural disaster. They will have a budget of $200 to select items, particularly we were hoping for food items that they think are needed when preparing for a natural disaster. They will not get to keep the items that they've selected on the budget of $200. However, they will be awarded shopping vouchers. On Thursday, June 24th, we will have a sampling session at the Esplanade Mall where we will be sampling low sodium food items. So basically food items that people think would have to be high in salt or high in sodium to be enjoyed. We'll be showing you different ways that they can be prepared using less salt or less sodium and can still be just as tasty. And this will be done at the Esplanade Mall from 2:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon. So basically that wraps up our National Nutrition Week 2021 under the theme, Let's Grow, Create and Enjoy Our Local Foods.
Also, 2021, as we know, has been designated as the year of organization and production for the Ministry of Agriculture. In our efforts to transform the sector, a one-day national farmers and stakeholders consultation will be held next week, Thursday, June 24th. The conference will outline a vision for the collaboration or partnership for agricultural development and business environment rooted in supporting policies, legislation, and action plan. We recently caught up with Trevor Thompson, a member of the planning committee. Tell us a little bit about the consultation.
The government of Grenada through the ministry is desirous of creating a structured policy approach to build and transform the sector. And one of the activities that we are looking at to help us in that process is the holding of a national agriculture farmers and stakeholder symposium. Objectives is one, so that we could agree on a national agricultural policy. We have a policy that was developed in 2015, and we believe that it needs to be retooled a little to take into consideration today's realities, especially where agriculture is concerned, with a lot of the new and emerging challenges and threats is facing the sector. And also it's one where we want to engage the financial sector, funding agencies, etc., to provide more enhanced support through to those who are looking to invest in that area, and then also to look at how we could enhance the support through technical services and scientific knowledge, and even the best practices that is applicable to our own island situation. We are a small island developing state. Limited land is a challenge. We focusing on farmers organizations, government representatives, stakeholders from the ministry and across the sector, tourism, the Grenada Development Bank, the credit unions, and we having some plenary sessions. We also going to be having some short to the point presentations, and then we're going to be having the major feature of this is a round table.
Very interesting event, Mr. Thompson. Guide us along some of the areas that would be focused on during the symposium on Thursday.
We will focus on 5 specific topics to include the issue of youth in agriculture, the issue of building resilience in the sector, looking at all of the threats, whether it's climate change, it's disaster, it's predial larceny, the lack of insurance, you name it. And then we want to look at the whole issue of agricultural production and productivity, and where does the services that is the ministry provide fit into that, right? And that's for both crop and livestock. And then we want to look at the issue of financing, agricultural financing. And then finally the issue of marketing, right? And that's looking at all of the opportunities that are there, whether it's in the tourism sector, the supermarkets, the local domestic market, export market, and what institutions need to be there to support that. So it's the Ministry of Trade has a role, Marketing Board has a role, as well as other stakeholders.
Okay, so tell us about the plans of the ministry to use the information from this symposium.
Coming out of that, we hope that we would have what I would call a workable implementation plan. Short-term, medium-term, and of course there'll be some long-term. But we want something that we could begin to work on immediately to get the sector moving. We've heard the cry really of farmers, stakeholders. So we're expecting them to come with ideas that could help us bring the transformation that we're looking to bring to the sector.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson, for providing us with that very important update. And that's your agricultural update for this week. The Agricultural Update is a production by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, reminding you to stay up to date with all the happenings in the sector. Follow our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and SoundCloud, or you can reach out to the PR unit on WhatsApp number 417-2634. Thanks for joining us, and do have yourself a splendid Thursday.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Neil Streit, an international social skill consultant, and I'm here to let the public know that every child has a right to say no to sexual violence.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
When you think of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, what comes to mind? A reliable financial institution that has stood the test of time. Maybe you think about the convenience and quality financial service they provide. Do you think about their readiness to help you retire, achieve your academic goals, build your dream home, buy the piece of land, or the elegant car? Or maybe the convenience of their different locations, Jubilee Street in Grenville, or the new outlet on Lucas Street in St. George's in the Derek Sylvester building. Maybe you always consider how they're always a phone call away. 442-8602 or 438-4228. They're also online, www.grenvillecreditunion.com. No matter what comes to mind, remember, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is the best place to save and to borrow, working with you to make your brighter tomorrow.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is indeed a hungry world out there. This is Real FM Radio. 19 minutes now, moving after the 8 o'clock. Andre Donald together with JD for another morning. Now, we didn't see BJ this morning. Probably couldn't make it in to us this morning, but nonetheless, we're having a fun time as usual on the agricultural program. A little different this morning. You remember going down memory lane a bit. And of course, JD has some information. He always has information that he has to give. And this morning, he said to me that he has some information. And what topic is it this morning?
Before I get there, I don't want to do that. Let us take it from Mina's report. Yeah. Now, she says there's a week with food and nutrition. Food and Nutrition Net Council.
There's a what?
A week of promoting food and nutrition. But I'm yet to hear they come in and spend some time on the radio, and to.
Well, no, don't say that they're not spending time on radio. They're probably spending time on radio, but not necessarily here.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be surprised if food and nutrition does not come here, because as far as I'm concerned, they don't do anything. I've been saying that since King Hatchet was a hammer. As far as I'm concerned, the government needs to revamp what is food and nutrition. And get with the program, get something to do with it. We need to do that. I really and truly I'm disappointed in food and nutrition, to put it that way.
Because one of the
plain frank and simple, I'm disappointed in food and nutrition. I ain't really care about them.
One of the things they're having a home garden competition. They want pictures and all that. So a whole week they say they're going to supermarkets and doing some demonstration to pick up things for disaster. And, but come up to the rural place, man. Come up to St. Patrick's and do a program.
What are you gonna do and beg these people? And I want to hush, man. We
All
got.
right.
Hold on, before you go on. I know you got information, but just to let folks know that BJ came in, but go with your information. Then we're gonna talk to BJ.
Right.
BJ, give me a minute. He has some very good information for us.
And then,
huh?
You can get hours. And then coming up next week is this Farmer Symposium consultation. And I hope Mina is listening and she could give where they're having it and the time. This things I like to attend to get knowledge. Knowledge is nothing that always seek, no matter how much you have, but you're always good to seek knowledge. So if Mina could tell us like when, 24th, but next Thursday, the time and where. Thank you, Mina. Now I want to go on to dandelion. From the roots to flower, dandelion are highly nutritious plants, loaded with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Dandelion green can be eaten cooked or served raw. Dandelion has an excellent source of vitamin A, C, and K. They also contain vitamin E, folate, and small amounts of other vitamins, or other B vitamins. It also contains mineral, iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. The roots of dandelion is rich in the carbohydrates mullein, which is a type of soluble fiber found in plants that help in your intestinal tracts. The roots can also be dried and drink in tea form. It can also be eaten whole. Dandelion contains potent antioxidants. It may help fight inflammation. It aids in blood sugar control. It reduces cholesterol, helps in lowering blood pressure, promotes a healthy liver, aids in weight loss, fights cancer, support healthy digestion and treat constipation, boost your immune system, useful skincare treatment, support healthy bones. Dandelion can cause allergic reactions, particularly in people with allergies. May interact with some of the medications, especially diuretics and antibiotics. Always consult your healthcare provider before taking dandelion. That's it from dandelion.
You're dandy with a lion this morning.
Yeah, dandelion.
I drink it because I have some that's dried at home that a friend of mine gave to me. Had 2 trees, but they just disappeared. But I believe that they will come back up.
Yeah, they'll come back.
Yeah,
but they like to go in cold, not hot.
Yeah, I know they prefer under the cocoa. Yeah, they prefer under the cocoa.
There's quite a lot of places like in the Mount Rich area.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of a cold, like under cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you read? Do you drink it, BJ? You drink it? Never? Oh, why? You supposed to be a Italian kind of thing, man? Kind of this? No.
Because people who have it, they don't really give me.
Well,
Can't do something you don't have.
Well, that's true. That's true. You can't use something you don't have. But you could drink dandelion.
Yeah, the person, the guy who's passing.
I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it, and it seems as though it's good for certain ailments and stuff, and people tend to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the concern, Andrew, while JD was reading out his stuff a while ago concerning dandelion, what was going through my mind is, some of the herbs are really beneficial for people's health. And I want to know why aren't we cultivating those things on a large scale and package those stuff? Because dandelion seems to be something in demand, and I don't think it's just Grenada alone. It seems as though it's a regional thing. I don't know internationally. However, you have a lot of the population of Caribbean people in those developed countries becoming huge, and the demand requiring Caribbean herbs and foods are increasing. So to me, Andre, I can't see why every Monday morning I'm running Kenny supermarket and Mr. Kenny, good morning. And I go pick up Jamaican tea, Jamaican down. The other day I see one tea named what? Sage tea. I'm go home with it. And you know.
Black sage.
Like black sage.
Yeah.
No. Sage. There's a herb called sage. There's a herb called sage, and not black sage.
That black sage.
No, sir.
You say what you want.
No. Sage is sage.
You can say what you want. You can sit down and say what you want.
I'm telling you.
You can tell me. That's okay.
No.
Doesn't mean I have to believe you.
Sage is sage and black sage is black sage. Right? That's two different things.
Man, watch. BJ. But dandelion, and as with other herbs, I don't think that is the correct name.
For?
Dandelion.
Dandelion is the correct name, yeah.
I don't believe that.
It is.
So then there are two kinds?
No, dandelion is dandelion. I shall work with my book this month. Let me see how to find it here. When you say two kinds.
Because there's a dandelion that is yellow with a flower.
That's it.
That's not the dandelion we have here. It's not yellow with a flower.
Let me tell you something. Yeah?
Tell me. I'm listening, sir. Educate I.
Yes, a lot of people, especially they'll give you wrong names of things that they have. For instance, a guy was selling me a plant. I can't remember the name of it right now. And he said me, that's a good plant. That's a good plant. Lo and behold, one day Dr. Guido Marcel passed by me, and I said, Doc, what is this plant? He says to me, this is a national flower, I think in Bermuda, the Bahamas. And it's too, and I warn people about that. It's too, we take things for granted, but you have to be very, very careful when people tell you about herbs. You have to be very, very, very careful.
But I'm saying to you, let me not I'm going to dispute the name, yes, because there's a yellow one, and this is not the yellow one we have here. We have which is the white one.
A white flower. What flower?
Take a look at this. That is dandelion.
Yes.
This is the one we have here. This yellow. This is the one we have here. This
one.
Right. This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. Look at it. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but the flower. For instance,
this white one here. This is what we have here without this kind of stem. The stem is not the same. Do you understand?
Look at the leaves. Are the leaves similar?
The leaves? Not necessarily so. No. Look at this.
Yeah, the leaves have their same.
Right, but I'm saying to you that this is a yellow one.
A yellow flower. They have.
We don't have the yellow one here.
Flower. Okay, well, again, you have different varieties.
That's the first thing
I say varieties. When you say variety, yeah. For instance, I look at even marigold. They have about quite a few of them. I mean, even in they have a couple of them. They will have different flowers. Right, but people have to be careful because what someone showed me for dandelion once was never dandelion.
Anyway, I think we've got that what we have here is one species of the dandelion. I just received some information here that the Food and Nutrition will be having a training in St. Patrick when?
I know.
This morning.
This morning? Where?
I don't know. I tell you, Food and Nutrition is a waste of time. Well, maybe. But Food and Nutrition, BJ, is a waste of time.
Andrew, I can't help thinking while I was coming here that change requires energy. I was listening to Mina's update this morning, the Ministry of Agriculture. And Andrew, if you want to create big impact, you have to have big change, I can't help but reflecting that nutmeg is like maybe $3.50 per pound now. And the people in appliances want to make some changes with regard to how this is structured and how it functions. And in order to do that, you will have to get into the ordinance to make the necessary changes. And the people who government have to find money to give almost annually millions of dollars to price support and back pay and whatnot. They would turn around and tell you, Andre, that they're satisfied with the way things are running because the ordinance that they have, or they currently exist, been, it's serving them for the longest while, and nothing wrong with it, and whatever.
Correct.
It's like we get so complacent, be satisfied with the way we live in.
Be contented.
We get very contented for mediocre things. In order for change to be really, really effective, you have to make it when it's least expected and probably when it's least required, Most time people want to make changes in desperate times. They tend to make the wrong change, because they're desperate. And I have the opinion that year after year we have this policy and that policy and that. And we can tap from now till God knows where, and if we don't execute, if we don't, get on doing things practically, we're wasting our time.
BJ,
life is a practical process.
Life is, and I wish, imagine, and I've just been said here. I've just been told here, the what you said is correct. The training for the people in St. Patrick with food and nutrition at the pavilion in Plains for selected participants, fisheries assistants, extension assistants, 4-H officers, and extension officers. Food and nutrition spinning top in mud. Do you understand? Because what do they expect these people to do? Why are you training these people? Tell me why you're training. At this point in time in their lives, why are you training extension officers? To do what? To do what?
I think that's a national problem. We have
please, man.
Too much meetings, we have too much talking, we have too much symposium, we have too much conferences, we have what we don't know what name they call them again, all of them is the same. All you go, you get somebody coming and take a bag of foolishness for you, things that you know already, or things you can find on Google or whatever, you can find that with the click of a finger. And the pedos, Andre, not the strange, the pedos people and them presenters,
As I'm telling you,
big sum of money, money that they should use to implement the project, are going towards them, administrative costs and whatever. Man talking while other man hungry, And we need to stop talking and start producing as a people. We don't shut our ideas and know what to do in this country, Everybody know what to do. How much people getting up and get it done is a different thing.
I am just fed up with that department per se. I'm just fed up with them. Because you can't tell me that you have a Grenada Food and Nutrition Council and you still had children chewing dumpling and don't want to eat food in school. So whatever. They're supposed to be taking survey and realizing what children like to eat first. And what we could make, what we have, that we could make it to look like and taste like what they want to eat. All these other things, that's what they're working hand in hand with the place where Marcellus or Guido Marcellus or Produce Chemist Lab to do different things for different children. For children, they're supposed to be able to tell me that, hey, we can go into the schools and we can cause the people who work in the kitchen to make things that children could buy at break time and no necessarily has to go. Yes, they'll have the choice of going and buy the corn clothes if they want to, but they can make things in the tuck shop, have on sale in the school stock shop that are made from local products. And this stupidness, food and nutrition going on. Joe, let me just.
I don't know what's going on, these days, I really at a loss, I am at a loss.
No, seriously, they have to do something about this.
Because sometimes we come home and we blame government.
Yeah.
And ask, who is the government?
The people.
Exactly.
Blame yourself.
Those ministers are just extension of government. They're just there because you elect them, you know,
to handle the party for a while.
To handle your business for a while.
Yeah.
And you told them on every piece of, you know, things that go wrong, you say, yo, you're the person that is responsible for that and stuff. And who causing it to go wrong? Yo, we have to wake up in Angie.
No, man.
The man them divide our soul, yeah. The man them have in mind, you know, corrupt. We can't think straight. There are a lot of things in order to get it done nationally. You have to be done collectively.
Instead of you having extension officers going out there and dealing with the farmers in the field to bring information to them, to give them advice on different things, you're going to put them inside the pavilion in Plains there today.
Pavilion, Andre, you don't see somebody brightest set. Those with all the experience are sitting in the ministry.
Yeah.
And there are some people outside there who don't know.
They don't know Jack from Jill, you know.
I don't know if it's Jack from Jill or Jill from Jack.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Whichever way. The point I'm making, Andre, there are a lot of departments in this country where the brighter people, the people who have the experience and the educated people need to get out. They are the people that need to channel and help turn the wheel. And you can't find them?
Yvonne John Roberts says good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Uncle BJ, she says.
Yes,
right.
Good morning, Auntie Yvonne.
Right.
That's one of my favorite nephew's wife. He's a preacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the U.S. So they are listening.
Oh, they're in the U.S.? Yeah, okay, good morning. Where they live?
Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Fun city, Brooklyn. Where everything and nothing happens. Food and nutrition, get up.
Andre, you know, we have school feeding program.
Yeah.
We have school garden. And I can't see why, Andre, you pass around some of them school, they have a nice little area where they can turn it into a garden. And they have the kids them sitting there eating rice and chicken every day of the week. No vegetable, no this, no that. When you see teachers with a little bag in their hand going on for this and the little land there. What it is promoting, tell me.
Yeah, they're going
to. And your agriculture teacher in those school, you know.
The teachers go in and take the little that you have there. The teachers go in and take that and they're going home with it. And they're feeding the children with it. Man, there's people and them getting me so upset. It's just not funny, you know. It's just not funny. I'm tired of this now. I'm really and truly tired of it.
When I was in Riverside School, there was a little garden right, you know, on the next side. You know, I passed it there. And we used to go on, in fact, you're obligated to go in the garden. And every class would have a little, you know, patch and stuff. And then you would have like a competition, you would have, and then I suddenly find that inside the classroom make no sense enough. You can probably leave me in the garden.
You understand?
That's where I feel happy.
That's where you feel best.
You don't understand what I'm saying. You know, and you know, we need to create those atmosphere again. We're talking about, oh, young people in farming, this in farming. Andre, this is something you have to gravitate to from a very early age, you know.
Exactly so.
If you don't like this thing, you can't do it, you know.
You cannot force to do it.
Also, you're forced to do it, so the plant's supposed to do it.
What they say, don't plant when don't plant when you're hungry. So just to don't go and interfere into things when you're not in, you know.
We need to shake up and wake up as a people and stop putting all the blame on government. Too much doing that. And we need to look at ourselves, you know, introspectively and say, but hang on, you know something? The problem is we ourselves, you know. We can't turn around and shift in the blame and don't put in, you know, our burden on our shoulder and, you know, help carry it, you know. We don't expect people to carry, you know, our burden forever.
Vijay, a while ago you said about it, the herbs. When I first, it was my passion, my dream, my desire to get into herbs. And in a big way, you know, purchase it, gain from what could be used for. But somehow I give it, I don't know why, I give it, I put it on a back burner, but now of late, I think I'm getting back into it, and matter of fact, I'm going to get some study material, even probably by the weekend. And I want to look at more into the herbs, well, probably some flowers and green vegetables, the leafy greens. I think I'm going to go back and pay a lot more attention into that.
I want to know what Jamaica, what they call that, lemongrass steam bag.
And you have so much lemon, yeah.
What it is going on?
What happened with Noel? I thought Noelville was doing a lot of lemongrass and so.
I think they started doing something, but
I don't know. I haven't heard much about them.
They died. They dream and everything else. They die with it.
Because they have a big lemongrass field in Balthazar. When you go and you.
JD, those are the things that we really need to get involved in.
Yeah.
Small industries,
those
things that you can take up, things that you can, basically crops that you can you can transform. You can
to add value. Yeah, because in herbs you could have the dry herbs, you could have the green herbs, the dry herbs. You could get into herb vinegars.
Exactly.
There's a lot. So I don't know why I
make different product with it.
Yeah. I don't know why I put it on a.
And some of those things will require very much. Sometimes it requires a press or something like that, an hydraulic press or something, or some humidifier to dry the thing. The other day, my brother out to Jamaica, one engineer, Mr. Powell, he sent me a little machine that he designed, where when you have his ganja, instead of before people put it up to dry it and hang it up, and it's like a humidifier.
Yeah.
So you dry it and you put the buds, the blossoms inside of there, and by the time you come out to the other end, you come out without the water. So you can do what you want to do with it one time. You can package, you can store it.
Vijay, you have ganja planted?
my question was.
I want to do any research in that.
No.
my question was to him. Like your intention of getting the magazine.
Well, of course he has that intention. Long BJ just waiting for them to do so and dust the cloth.
I just talk about change, By the time Grenada seriously get involved in ganja and want to get involved in it, nobody wants ganja anymore. The premium time is now.
It's gone, yeah.
The
and
demand
it's
is
going,
as high as
and it's
now.
getting older and older. It could diminish very quick.
Those things will last. You want cocoa revolution last for like a while.
You had sugar cane,
sugar revolution.
You had tobacco.
You had tobacco revolution last for like a while. You have beet revolution last for like a while.
Yeah.
You have ganja revolution. You think it will last forever? No. Somebody come up with something different just now.
Yeah, surely.
The world in constant movement, development, and change. We have to keep our eyes open.
Let me see. Food and nutrition. That's serious, BJ. I am really upset, No, I'm really upset.
No, I agree. Probably they can do a bit more.
If they were going to, is it planes today? You say planes?
Yeah, planes.
Right. This morning shall be here. This morning.
No, I ain't saying they shouldn't be here. Do they have to be here? They can be anywhere, but they can be in another video house. That's all right.
You want to see more interrelationship. You want to see more connection. You want to see more meshing. You want to see more merging of the different institutions working as one entity to develop, to push, to progress our country and our economy. Too much division, too much people with heavy heart working in our public sector. The money them go in there and the heart so heavy. Wrong at the money, what they will produce? They vex us people, they live their home. So when you come before them, they treat you as though you is an enemy of the state.
Look at gospel. Gospel is a thing that bears right around here. Never stop bearing it.
Never stop. Compared to orange, that's a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Why haven't we gotten to the stage where we can do so and juice it? I'm not talking about government how to juice it.
No.
Juice it and sell the juice. BJ, I waiting on you,
You can't do everything.
I didn't say that. You promise watermelon juice. You promise.
You're getting those things, Andre. I'm not too worried about that.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Andre.
Yes, sir.
Yes, to the BJ and the others.
Morning.
I tend to satisfy with some of the things that you all are saying there. But I think the main thing is that we don't have a proper...
Hello?
Yeah, I think we don't have a proper structure in place to take over those things. For instance, the schools. I heard you talk about the school and the school garden, which is I'm part of it, but where is the structure? You plant, the place is vandalized by persons around, little and nothing comes out of that. You want plants to plant, you can't get the plants. You have things growing there, when you look for it, they're not there. You don't, who giving you the fertilizer and the other things to put into it? They're just not there. You don't have a proper, since after the COVID thing, we have not really reorganized properly the school garden, the school forage organization. It's there, but not fully functioning. So there's a lot to be done, and the leaders have to take the leadership position. So I agree, but it's a whole. We have just recently we dig some potatoes in the RC school. We have plants on the ground.
Clifford, if you can lift that voice, I'll be very happy. Yeah.
Okay, I say we have plants on the ground. Recently we dig some potatoes in the school, but you don't have a proper follow-up of those things on them. So I agree that there is need for more constructive support in those things, and they can pay off. I hold classes with the children, teach them different things, but I don't know, we need a proper structure. So I will deal with you all in some of the statements. I'm with them, but we really, the minister talk about reorganizing and whatnot, but I have to really see. What I want to say to this, yesterday I was in a training program in Florida, St. John, where we were shown by the Ministry of Agriculture.
Clifford.
Yeah?
Clifford. If I start to quarrel with you, you will raise your voice. And I don't want to, but you don't, Clifford, let me tell you something. I am the one who is here. And I need to tell you, people complain and they say they can't hear you. Once you start to go down in those sort of a monotones, it sounds like if you're talking to your girlfriend.
I wasn't aware that I go down. I thought I was speaking at the same tone. Right? No, I'm saying that I saw in Florida yesterday, we had a training up there on root crops, dashing tanya and potato. Highly and good attended. But again, I see a lot of nutmegs up there and trees, and then farmers didn't really take what thing they, I mean, the trees packed with nutmegs, but inside the nutmeg trees are dark. Branches touching the ground. So something wrong with the restructuring. We're not seeing a proper maintenance of restructuring, and that is kind of worrying me. When I tell you pack with nutmegs, real nutmeg pack, is it that farmers forget it, or the principles are not there again, or something? But you're not seeing that follow. I think we really need to streamline and get and go. He's worried. I don't know if people like BJ have seen it in areas where he passed through, but I'm telling you, it's a long time I didn't go to Florida and seen it up there. Oh. So something is wrong.
All right, bro.
Good.
91.9, 91.5. Make it 10 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock. Another beautiful Thursday morning. Nice and bright and sunny on the outside, of course. Well, it's nice and cool in here because we have AC to assist us with that. You're not seeing me because, I dedicate the cameras to the two goodly gentlemen. You're accustomed to seeing me. You don't need to see me at all. BJ, it is coming to, we're like in the summer months. And I see a gentleman in the Madays area, in the junction, they're making very good use because he probably would have planned properly. He has watermelons and things, and I'm not seeing a lot of watermelons, but I know come next month and August, the place is going to be flooded with watermelons. When May and June would have been doing that gentleman in Madays Junction very, very well. What's wrong with our farmers? Is it that we don't plan?
Well, sometimes, Andre, a lot of watermelon that are grown are more or less grown by what you call rain-fed.
Oh.
It depends on the rainfall, like the Shambo area, Battery, Liver, It might run to a certain extent.
Well, to all extent, the rain. Yeah, it's rain.
And that's when within the 3 months, like you plant in June, you should get in August, you understand? So you tend to plant during the rainy season, the beginning of the rainy season, and you have a lot around that time. Plus, normally that's the festive season, and you have a lot of foreigners when, carnival, you tend to want to ensure that you can get some, foreign dollars. So.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have carnival this year. You know it's not gonna be festive as before. So you should have been planning differently. This young man in Maday's Junction, who's there every day, he more than likely did some thinking.
Yes, why not?
No, he has water. He farms in Highgate. So he gets water from the river there.
Oh, okay. Well, but nonetheless, he worked it out well because he's about I think they have some in the junction in Rosedale still, but he's about the one with nice looking watermelons who's around. He's about the only one. Well, I mean, all kudos to him. Yeah, kudos to him. But I'm saying other farmers, it tells me that you're not thinking.
Probably if you can plant it together with him, have issues. So it's probably better that you let a few farmers come in, at different time, so you have on a consistent basis. That's the problem, Andre. Too much one time.
And then you get because that's what happened like last year. There were ton of watermelon on the market. So a lot of people say, you see me, because I know one of the farmers who planted last year. I haven't seen him plant a tree this year. So you see again, here the planting comes in. And he has water, he has access to water. So when he should be planting, he didn't plant.
Well, he should have come out of what he did wrong, if I'd say it like that, knowingly that it didn't work out for him last year. He should have been planting watermelons as soon as he finished with that crop, so as to be ready for a time when it is, it's not necessarily in the market if he has water, because water is the only thing that you need.
He has water. That's the problem with farmers.
Everybody seems to basically touch on the problem this morning, and they touch on the solution too. They all are saying that something we need to structure and plan our agriculture better, so you can be more beneficial to the economy. But we have to do this thing collectively. We all have to speak with one voice. This here and there and doing things in this disorganized way, that's not going to work, Andrew, with population is too small, domestic market is too small.
Yeah.
We have to plan, focus on exporting, and work towards that.
Oh boy, here.
Some people do say, BG, why are you talking about exporting just for making? The way the world is these days, there's a lot of niche market all over the place that you can find and find a really good price.
We have
all
not.
All of a sudden, you hear people talking about Andres. So become our what? In terms of revenue to them in line.
Yeah.
And you check where this came from. We taking down feed pigs to only millions. And I went in Maribo yesterday, and the lady up there, the agronomist there, Miss Alison.
Heads.
She's doing a decent job there. But let me give you an example as to how we're functioning. And I keep wondering what is going on. This institution, the propagating stations, or those propagating stations, they should be loaded with planting materials, knowing fully well that people are going to be buying them and people are going to be making good use of them if you plan properly. I went there and there was some sauce up there, there was some sauce up in Boulogne that, ready to go, plant material, ready to go, and said, let me buy 1,500 plants, 1,500 plants, and, have the area ready to plant up. She was like, BJ, we're not selling yet. And I said, why? She said, BJ, we have a time when we're going to, say when we sell it, and that's next sometime in July. I said, but the plant's ready to go, and if you give me no, I will get 6 months of rainfall.
Yeah.
If you give me in July, I will get in 5 months.
5 months.
For the rainfall, and it makes a difference, because when the dry season comes, the plant will establish already. BJ, I said, well, you are agronomist, you need to educate. No, BJ, we are talking about opening ceremony.
Oh, please. This kind of foolishness, like opening ceremony, go sell plants. Everything they want to open up.
We involve so much of show business in this country.
Like what?
Man opposed to
What? What that has to do with the plants?
Tell Saga Boy Peter to stop that.
And year after year.
Tell him he had to stop that. Saga Boy Peter, stop that thing and them.
They do a ceremony.
That's stupid talk. By the time she do so.
Exactly so. Putting an order for those plants. Close to 1 year ago.
You're right.
What I'm saying to you, BJ, if you can take 1,500 plants now, it means that they have space to go back in the lab and put down 1,500 plants again. And that's a jump start for the next season or for whenever.
I'm not blaming anybody in Andre, not calling people name, and I don't have time for that. The problem, Andre, is the system.
The system is rotten.
Yeah, year after year.
We're posing too much, we're going too much showbiz. Let's get the thing going. After the thing start making serious money, we're going to pose and smoke cigar. And
smoke weed.
You see man smoking cigar after basketball match.
Yeah.
We win the competition, so we're burning cigar now. You ever see man burning cigar before they win competition?
No.
Let's do the thing first.
Opening ceremony. What for?
I don't mind doing that every now and then.
But no, what they need to do, BJ, is when that portion, that time would have expired, that month or 2 months of selling, they need to do so and come and say, here's what, we invested $3 million in plants and we were able to sell and make 4 million or 5 million. So you know that the thing working.
And collecting the information. You don't understand, constantly taking photo and passing, disseminating information. So people are in touch. You don't have to have a ceremony.
Opening ceremony.
And say, and half of the plants that people take, they don't plant in the
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
And then they will give, they give the minister to plant and the minister can't plant it. No, you don't know it. I ain't speaking about this particular, I ain't speaking about Sagaboy Peter. But, you understand? Come on, man, we need to do better. We need to do better. And a holy past ceremony.
We could do better than that. You understand what I'm saying? We could do better than that. It's time we start wasting time and posing and get it thing done. It's time some people in the ministry who are educated, who we spend their money on and send them away on scholarship when they come back over. They got in one little cubicle and you can't see them. And have all the information inside there. And you want to know what it is happening. Listen, man, life is a practical process, especially for agriculture. You can't do agriculture remotely, you know. You have to be there.
I have a question for you this morning. There's I saw a story in one of the newspapers, I think it would have been the Grenada Informer, where they were speaking, BJ, about the red centipede. That is akin to, it's a Jamaican species of the centipede, red. Do you know anything about it?
In Grenada?
Yeah.
We didn't have it before?
No, we didn't have it before, and it is believed. It is believed that one hotel was given permission to bring it in. Well, not to bring in the centipede, but to bring in plants with soil that was not checked properly or whatever, and then we went. But I'm wondering here, what is really going to be the problem? Because I know centipedes, they eat plants, leaves and so on, and they regurgitate, and that is why, one of the reasons why one person, I think it was a scientist, I don't remember where I read the article, but they gave that as the reason why after Ivan, the speed at which Grenada recovered in terms of vegetation was all because of the centipedes. Arthur Hoston pointed me to that article. I don't remember where we got it from, but he pointed me to that article that the centipedes were in such a great number, not necessarily the red ones, but the black ones common to us. Such great number, so they're able to eat and regurgitate, and of course that is fertilizer. Well, not fertilizer, that is manure, natural manure. And
you're talking about millipede.
Yeah, millipedes. Why am I saying centipede?
I want to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, millipedes. Shocks. Yeah, millipedes. The red ones. Have you ever seen them in Jamaica?
No, but I've been hearing that they have
Yeah.
especially here that
The red ones. And it came in with soil. You know, and there's a lot of hullabaloo about it.
Millions of that on our farms. And
But you never seen the red ones?
no, never seen the red ones. And they sort of they help with soil fertility and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And help the soil to breathe.
Yeah.
Because they're always eating.
Always.
And always excreting. They're like ducks. What goes in goes out almost immediately, like dogs. They're in and out, blam. But
those millipedes and centipedes, Andrew, they have them as animals that can act as predators, and they can survive in very, very difficult conditions. In fact, they were saying that, you know something, the ultimate survivor is those animals.
yeah, and cockroach and thing.
They seem to almost live anyway, find one little ledge and they stay
And
there.
they'd stay right there. They ain't moving.
You know, until the right time reaches.
It's like they can't cramp. They can't cramp.
They will call up in one little ball. And
Just stay right there. Yeah, but there seems to be an issue with the red millipede, not centipede, millipede. And there seems to be a problem with it. But and again, we're trying to make it a political situation again. Oh my God! Every goddamn thing is politics. I just getting fed up with it right now. You know? I'm getting fed up. I mean,
there are things now when you just solve as a people, and politics is what causing the problem. This man and them, when they take all the chain on the food, they put it in our heads, and if you're not careful, you don't understand. You can stay for a very long time. You can dead like that.
Dead like that. Same.
You know, you're in mental slavery. You can't free yourself. The way you're thinking, you're always thinking about somebody else and some other thing that you don't necessarily have to be thinking about. You understand? So you don't let the positivity flow. You always have some negative thoughts. Well, how are you going to make serious progress if you're thinking like that?
Brother, final thoughts to me this morning. What's it gonna be? Well, who are you gonna give advice to this morning?
Oh, this morning I've been doing quite a lot, probably before, during the week. So I've been helping here and there with farmers, but I think I'm going to wind up that now because I'm moving to a next level. So.
Okay, you're going to a higher level again?
To a higher next level, yeah.
Okay, all right. Any plowing? Have you been doing plowing on your plots?
Yeah, I'm preparing lands to get plowed soonest.
For potato again?
For potato, yeah. Potato.
I must say, given JD's result from his piece of land there, the one bit by the river, we seem to always be doing those potatoes and stuff like that, and he don't...
Making money?
Not just making money. Andre, this man was giving kudos.
I don't make money
He
or
don't
no.
use artificial fertilizer. And, you know, he always putting back his pen manual in his soil and getting it going and stuff. And to be growing those crops over and over in the same area.
And getting results.
Well, it tells you that JD seems to be doing a good job in terms of soil fertility. No.
He used to come by me, but he stopped.
In paid.
Yeah.
How could you?
Potato,
Yes,
they are different from potato.
And they stay a longer time.
And they don't spoil.
Don't spoil.
Have
Do you have potatoes now? No?
No. I'm probably by August.
August.
You must pass. You didn't pass in by me and see me.
Where?
The side back by the garden, by the house.
Which on the other side of the road?
By the house there.
By the sauce up?
Which one? Yeah, by the road there.
Yeah.
Man, you'll be amazed to see what's happened there.
No,
yeah.
I went and looked for you the other morning there, and I looking for you and trying to turn at the same time. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Take care. It's always a
pleasure being here.
All right, take care. All right, one love. This is Real 91.9, 91.5 News. That's next. Goodbye. God bless you and take care.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.